Is a Resident Evil 4 Remake easier on PC? Today I'm going to be showing you some footage on PC on the Mercenaries running on a 4090 RTX card. So of course the graphics are going to be the main thing that you're going to notice, but I want you to focus on the comparison of the gameplay. So after this segment I will be showing you the same exact gameplay but on a PlayStation 5. So just focus on the gameplay, not the graphics themselves. But of course, on PC, everything looks a lot better. Anyway, so I'm gonna give you my honest opinion here. So I am playing on PC on this gameplay right here. So of course, I honestly think it is, let's just say, I wouldn't say easier, but I find myself more comfortable on PC for sure. But of course, this might be different for you. If you're someone who's completely new to PC gaming, you've never tried a PC game before, and RE4 Remake is your first PC game, then you might have some trouble getting used to the keybinds and stuff like that. Now, aiming and shooting is of course a lot more comfortable, you have a lot more room to move around, you move a lot faster and a lot more precise. That's why I don't want to say it is easier, because you still have to have some skill involved. Sure, you can say that is easier, but if you aren't used to playing on PC on mouse and keyboard, of course you're going to have a bad time. So, the biggest downside, in my honest opinion, on playing on a mouse and keyboard is the keybinds. Now, you know, if you've played Resident Evil 4 Remake, that Leon actually has a lot of slots. He has a lot of weapon slots. So on console you can just press up and then up again to select, you know, whatever item it is selected on your keyboard, on your shortcuts. On PC is a lot more let's just say I just don't find myself comfortable switching weapons on PC. I think on console it is a lot easier. On PC, in case you didn't know, you have to double tap that number. So for example, if you have a hand grenade on number 5, you might have to double tap 1. I know that sounds weird, but yeah. Or you have to reach across the keyboard and press number 5. Of course, once again, let me just say that everyone's experience is going to be different. Everyone has their own personal preference. I personally prefer PC because it just gives me a lot more room for, you know, I can just adapt more to my own playstyle, which tends to be a lot more aggressive, a lot faster, and a lot more risky. Anyway, so let's check out some gameplay on the console, shall we, and see how different it is. Alright, so here we are on the PlayStation 5. As you can see, this is the PS5 version of the game, so I'm going to be trying the same exact level with Leon on the village. So yeah, so I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I personally don't really care too much about the FPS, and although I do notice a decrease in FPS on the PlayStation 5, that really doesn't matter to me, because you really don't notice that 5 or 2 frames that you're missing compared to the PC version. At least that's how it feels. It just doesn't feel like it matters too much. But anyway, I absolutely dislike playing on a controller when it comes to aiming. I absolutely love the controller though for other things. I just can't seem to find myself, I don't know, it's just very uncomfortable. I often find myself having to aim with my left stick, which would be your movement for your character, rather than using my right stick, which is my camera, right? So you actually have to aid yourself with your left hand to aim, whereas on PC you just have to use your mouse, your right hand, which is just your aim. So I don't find myself having to correct my aim with my body on PC as much as I do on console. In terms of gameplay though, it's pretty much the same. I do feel like I'm struggling a lot more on console though, but it's not as much as you would think. I mean, there are some times where I wish I had, you know, a more precise aim, but overall I honestly don't think it's as bad as, you know, like if you're considering buying the game on console, I honestly think you'll be fine. Like, it's not game breaking. I just think On PC, you're probably gonna have a better time because it's just more open for, you know, you can just adapt more on PC, I think. I wouldn't say it's easier, but it's definitely more accessible and a lot more forgiving, I guess, when it comes to your aim. It does help that this weapon does have a laser sight, so I can't really complain too much about it on the console here. So yeah, like I said, I don't think there's that much of a difference in terms of how much it affects my gameplay. I actually got S+ rank on Professional, the actual main story game, on both multiple times on both PC and console, and of course I do enjoy the PC a lot more than console because, like I said, I like aiming very fast, very quickly, doing all kinds of risky stuff. So that is my own playstyle. So once again, it all depends on your own playstyle. If you're someone who's more conservative, who, you know, you just like playing it safe, you just like, you know, sitting in the back sniping maybe, or whatever it is, you know, it's gonna be a different experience. So I encourage you to try whatever you're able to try. If you do have a capable enough PC, of course, get it on PC if you're given the chance. I think on PC everything is a lot better because you can, you know, not only have a better time with aiming, but you're also able to mod the game. But honestly, that's not that big of a deal if you really don't care about that stuff. So yeah, sniping, I gotta say, sniping is just as fun on PC than it is on console. It's just the same. It's just the same experience, but of course it's much easier to hit your target while aiming. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hinder my ability to play, you know, because it's still me. Like I said, like I always said, you know, playing on PC, it's like driving a really fast car. If you are not experienced or don't have a license, it doesn't matter how fast that car is. You still have to have the skill to drive it. And it's the same thing with PC. Sure, it might be a lot easier to aim on PC, but you still have to have that skill to put it to good use. Anyway, let me know if you've noticed a difference in my gameplay. Did you find it that it was a lot easier on PC, or did you think it was pretty much the same? I honestly think it's relatively similar. It's not, of course, entirely the same. I think I do take a lot more damage on PlayStation 5 because it's just everything's a lot slower on PlayStation 5 when it comes to your movement and shooting. That is, I guess, the best way to describe it. But please don't be discouraged. If you have a console, don't feel like you are penalized, because I honestly feel like the experience is pretty much the same thing. You know, you're probably gonna have a lot easier time aiming on PC, but the rest is pretty much the same thing. Let me know in the comments, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.